come with me as I take you behind the scenes on how I made this custom candle as a wedding gift. So I had a client that reached out and said that they wanted to get a candle made as a wedding present for their friend, and they said that they wanted the colors to be black, white, and or gold, and they wanted some flowers included in there, and they just wanted it to be really big. They wanted like a 3-wick candle. So I decided to try to make that vision come to life. Whenever I get asked a custom order, I do some research just to get like an idea, and I put like a vision board together. So I came up with this idea of trying to add these fake flowers to the bottom of the jar. But I learned very quickly that using plastic or fake flowers to make a candle isn't always the best. But here you see me gluing the candles at the bottom and adding some jewels to make it look pretty. And then I poured some gel wax because I wanted the flowers to be visible at the bottom. But here's where I messed up, because I did not realize that when you add fake flowers to gel wax, the dye is going to seep into the gel. And so it just made everything a hot mess. The dye started, as you can see, the dye starts to like bleed into the gel. So it lost its color. So then I decided to scratch that whole process, and I said, okay, let's do a different idea. So I thought of this one idea where I can put some like gold foil at the bottom and still make it look pretty, and maybe put like a flower on the top. So here I'm like separating out my gold foil to put into the jar, but I also messed up on this because as I as I started to try to pour the gold into the gel wax while it was melted, it didn't want to get out the jar. So if you ever use gold foil, just know that you're going to struggle to take it out of the jar. So that is what I ended up doing. So I ended up having to get a whole new jar because the other one had all the gold flakes just like stuck to the bottom, and it looked a mess. So here you see me just pouring the gel and adding more gold flakes because I realized I didn't have enough for the look that I was going for. And then here's where I started messing up even more, because the wick holder kept falling into the wax, and at this point I was just fed up. So stay tuned for part 2 to see the rest of how this goes.